DARarms here, and we are just going to go over some stuff. Being the first video, I figured we'd go back to something that, well, I kind of built when I first started, and, well, that was the Scar. So, here we are, the Scar. Quite a few improvements over the last model. If you looked at it, I will link it in the description below. It'll take you to the website. This was the model we based it off of, just found it on Google Images. Just basic Scar model. And we had some shortcomings. First model, or this is kind of the prototype. Over here we had, it was way too big for Scar, and plus the sighting was a lot different, way off. I was basically just experimenting this a couple of months ago. Then I came back, and just rebuilt it. Magazine's a lot smoother now. It's smaller too. Let's get a block up here and just measure it. It's currently grouped, but it should have no problems here. It's fully CSG'd, so no lag, pretty much. That would depend on the script you're using. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just over hair over 6 studs long, wide. Color on this, I believe, is hazel. Let me try to find that. Hazel, brick yellow, actually. CSG, it's pretty good. Go into some of the finer details. This is something I didn't notice at the time, but when you hold the gun, it's gonna be like this, so you're not gonna see the bolt and charging handle. I'm going to change that. I know it's not accurate to the gun, but I will change that. Second of all, the sighting system. I do have them down here in starter pack, so I will start it up and see if I can load that up. Basically, start of the rails, pretty decent build. I had a little bit of trouble with the cheek rest. That was one of the forthcomings with it. Next, stock. That's pretty good. Could have been better, but for just rebuilding this in about a half hour's time, it's not bad. The sighting system, I tried to get it as close to a Scar as possible. However, it's not going to be completely perfect. At the end, we have a just a white stud that's neon white. Although I think the CSG screwed that up. In the miniature model, or the CSG mini-mapped one, it's fixed. You'll also notice that the model here is different texture. Up here it is plastic, and I'll show you what it looks like in metallic form. I'll just change the texture, and I just like metallic. I mean, I could go for plastic, but CSG kind of messes that up. Some of the textures sometimes, especially when you CSG before you mini-map it. So I think this looks a lot sleeker than this. So you have this, and then you have this. It looks darker and more realistic. When it's big, you really don't see these streaks or lines in it. It looks a lot more natural. But when you go to the smaller version, you do get those streaks, you do get those lines. But in the end, it looks pretty good. How I did this, where I drilled these channels, was negative unions. I put these in and then union them together. Yeah, I'm gonna dissect this a little bit. It's not perfect, you know. You can see a little bit of a peeking out over there where the thing wasn't correct, but for the most part, once it's in the gun, it's really unnoticeable. I don't like using negative unions a lot, unless, well, you're working on something that requires them, but I noticed that it has these kind of streaks going through the magazine, and I added those in. I didn't add bullets on here. I usually will add some kind of projectile or shells, but it gets kind of confusing because when you take it out, there's noses on the bullets, and when you put it in, there's no noses. It gets confusing. Different colored rails. The rails originally were going to be black. Actually, no, they were going to be brick yellow, but they stuck out way too far, and I wanted to have the shroud be black. And you can notice that they're kind of small and short. So if you notice in here, there's a small layer, and then a big layer, and then that covers it. I originally had these on the original model were actually blacked out, and then I negative unioned and then regular unioned them, and it caused some problems. with it because it gave a very inconsistent look of it. As for the barrel, I did nothing special. I could have done the regular Scar barrel, if you know what that looks like. The forward end, or the gas piston stroke, is part of the barrel assembly. I had all these named, but when I done union them, kind of do some last minute tweaks, got messed up. The sight post is not part of it. The sight is actually an independent piece, and this is an independent piece, so if you actually wanted to take them off, it wouldn't be that hard. However, the rail system, that's kind of connected to the sight, so if you wanted to add your own sight on here, also don't recommend you do that because you'd have to kind of row it, and it's kind of hard to line up. I mean, I could add sights on this. I do make my own, but the sight itself, it's okay. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. I guess we can go into the gun itself then and see what it looks like. Hopefully my computer doesn't crash because I have like 5 things running. Uh-oh. And, oh, there we are. So, that... Uh-oh, I forgot to anchor it. Uh-oh. You have to excuse the pirate drive. I was playing Trade Lines, and I forgot to change out of it. So, here's the original Scar model. Oh, pulled this out of the graveyard. If you look through here, they're just shooting it. This was the old model. This is that model. Looks really bad. This is just something I was playing around with. I have forgotten to add in the original model. So let's, okay, well this is already in. Nope, I'll go into my models. It's like the first thing, oh, never mind. This is the FN Scar L 20.0. We've had 20 variants of this, and now we're going to try it out. Without lagging too much. Thank you. Okay, so let's just get this out. It's got our kind of name on it, and here's the gun. As I said, the charging handle will be added to the other side of it. That's why that's there. I was starting to move, but I decided to do a video just to update it. Running, that's pretty good. It doesn't touch the ground and move you up. No, it doesn't actually. So let's just be moving around with it. Sighting in. That's not bad. I wish the flash could come out a little bit, but I could always improve that. Uh-oh, I forgot to name the mag, so it's not bad. But again, it's far better than, well, this, because this one, I mean the sight, I could have added a better sight. And listen to the gunshot here. If you could hear that gunshot, it was pathetic. This is new recording software, but this one, it was bad, just uninterested. I did it really sloppily. Let's go back up here and just overview some of the other stuff I've been working on. We do have this. I'm pretty happy with it. I'd like to give a... let me just get rid of this. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't just destroy the server. Okay. This was made by Power Pistons. Power to the Pistons. He makes pretty good stuff. He's pretty good at what he does. And he's a good friend of mine here. And he's pretty talented. Go give him a look. But over here, he made a pretty nice kind of building for me. I know he promised to do it a while back, but, you know, that's fine. I don't mind. He made it, so that's all that matters. I love these arcs. They're very, very nice. DARarms logo. Or, well, name. I just like the design. It's very nice. Next, oh, this is something I'm proud of. You know my AK-552, if you've seen it, it was kind of the one-shot series, which I did. I'm gonna bring it back in olive drab just because it was requested. I added on this handguard just to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. And you can see the cocking and the chamber are very nice. If I unmodel or ungroup this, I know this was a Scar video, but I'm just gonna showcase some stuff. I like the magazine. I think this was one of my finer magazines. If you look at it, it has that tiny lip down there. I think that was from when I accidentally moved it and didn't realize it. So this uses actually 3 textures. It uses a metal, it uses a smooth plastic, and it uses a concrete. Now this metal, this is pebble. And the sighting area and the gas and some of the tubes are, as a matter of fact, smooth plastic. I don't know if that picks up on camera. Next up on the list is the DARarms D32. It's called the Cinder. Mainly because I was binge watching a TV, or well, an anime series, and listening to the soundtrack, and I basically just came up with, well, the song was after her, so I just named it Cinder. The D32, it's not bad. It's not one of my best works, but, I mean, I don't usually build pistols. It's way better than my previous pistol build, which was, I believe, my USP. I try to find it for you, but, nah, it's gonna be kind of hard to find. What else do I have to show you guys? Because, first video, and, I mean, oh, yeah. Again, this is the Rose. I was actually going to call it the Ruby or the Crescent, but this is a Rose. It's based off of it. Or actually, it is based off of it. I was making this the same time I made the a 5.52, AK 5.52 or 5.56. Yeah, it's 5.52. I was making this at the exact same time, and I was pretty happy with it. So you know, I wanted to make a sniper for Cult Arms CTA. This was a gun that failed. I was going to update YouTube M16, YT-M16 because I wanted to discontinue it, so I built the WCM, which I believe it stands for Wood Camo M16, or Wood Camo 16, and it's a shortcoming. I mean, the muzzle break's okay, but like honestly, I could have done a lot better. You can see the centering is off by a lot. I don't know if anyone's seen this because it's pretty unknown of. Basically, we have this, and this. It's 4 pieces, but I did make it with customization in mind. So actually, you buy this. Flash hider will come off. That's a decent flash hider. The grip will come off. Again, you can customize this if you want because, as I said with the YouTube M16, it would be completely customizable. But nope. Speaking of the YouTube M16, I got a bunch of people sending me messages saying, Dar, what are you doing with that? And I'm afraid that at the moment, the poor the YTM16, I mean, look at it. It's not in glory whatsoever. I mean, look at the handle on it. It's horrible. I mean, the stock and everything's good. I mean, I could have transferred it, and I love the barrel and the shroud, but look at how octagonal it is. I mean, I could have done better, and I should have done better. And now people are asking, Dar, why are you not updating this anymore? Why? I thought this was kind of like your main focus for a while. I'm gonna have to let you down and say no. This is not my focus for now. This is kind of just an experiment that, well, I updated for as long as I wanted to. I mean, like, Dovin line I made, just basically a fictional line. I made the Dovin, SOCOM kind of stuff, the wire stock. This was when I got into site building. This is the neon, I believe. I forget what this stands for. It's like night. Oh, did I leave a message in here? No, it's just site blade, site housing. I believe it stands for night environment something operations. I don't know. I mean, I created it, but I don't know. I built the microdot. This one was okay. I forgot CSG it, which some people complained about, but nah. This is the first time I've actually used non-decals. I like using decals because they can be illuminated. Wet work. This is kind of SOCOM inspired. And then there's the RMS, which is ranged. RSMS. I forget this stands for. Again, I haven't worked on the MYTM in a while. There's fiber optic irons. These ones, I didn't like them. I mean, some people used them, but not me. Again, shoddy work, but once it's mini-mapped down, it looks good. 50-round drum. Many people called asking about, or well, basically messaged saying, what do I do with this? When I left it in here, people didn't read it, obviously, and I got a bunch of mail from people saying, why do I have to put these two into the gun kit? Well, if you don't put these into this gun, the function isn't there to make it have the ammo value. There's the user's manual, which most of it carry over to the WCM, but some of it won't because there's different, little bit different. I plan on updating that with 4.0 when it comes up. This could have done a better detail, but I wasn't worried about it. Angle grip. I've seen people like PM this to me with a link where they'll put it on the gun. The gun's facing this way, barrel facing the left of the screen, and they'll have it like, it'll be going right through the gun, and they'll message me like, Dar, I put it on like the guide said, just put it on, it's wrong. No you didn't. No you didn't. You actually put it on backwards. Bipod. It didn't work. I mean, I could have put a different script in it, or actually a value that would have decreased the script. But reflex sight, it's asymmetrical, to be honest. It's asymmetrical right up here in the corner, if you can see that. There's just this tiny overhang. That irks me, but again, when I built this is the first one I made in the Doven sightline, and the glass pops out. I'm not mad about it, but first design. The retractable stock. I think this was one of the first that I published. Again, you get that nice, smooth design right there. If you look at the texture, it just looks good. And yeah. So, into my madness, I just discontinued it and decided to work on something else now. However, I'm going to make the Scar like the YouTube, the YTM16. I'm going to make it like that, and I'm going to add parts for it, and I'm not going to discontinue this line. It was the first, and it was the most valued and most, well, sought after, because when I first made it, everyone was like, cool. Now, the one that I made before I updated to the new GUI system was I used Resurrected's turbo gun kit, and the turbo gun kit is what you're going to see all my guns in. I've tried doing YouTube's gun kit, but it just doesn't work. So that's pretty much it for this, and that's pretty much it for all these. Just wanted to give a quick update on how this was going. A little bit over quick, 17 minutes, but it's DARarms signing off. Keep tuned up, buy the guns, tell me what you think, message me about questions, ideas. I actually was told to build an intervention, and you can expect that pretty soon. I want to start a sniper kind of gun kit, so I look forward to you guys looking forward to that. See you guys later. I'm going to end that off here because I actually have some other responsibilities to take care of, as well as testing. So I will see you guys later. DARarms out. Have a good day.